What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. We are doing the making of Fallin Adrenaline episode 1. They all seem pretty short, so I'm looking like we're probably going to be able to do all three. I think there's three right from the bat, so I'm looking forward to that. As always, if you want to check out my music, it means so much to me. It's Jacob Restituto, wherever you listen to that music, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you're listening these days. It would mean a lot to me if you check that out. Why isn't there we go. Hope you guys are doing well. If you are watching this live, welcome to the live stream. If you're watching this after the fact, this was filmed live, and I recommend you pull up the chat so you can almost have that live feel. So if you have any requests, you can leave a comment, and I'm really enjoying doing this live stuff. So if you want, like I said, I'm looking for your help in singing in my next song. So check out, I have a video that I just posted. It was a live stream about singing in the next song. So if you want to check out and be a part of that, that'd be pretty wild. But let's see what we got. We're going straight into it today. Just got back from the beach with Bullet, so alright, we're going right into it. Hope you guys are doing well. Wow, this is pretty high quality, huh?
The past 9 months have been challenging and beautiful. We've come.
Oh, look at that studio, man! Look, dude, the budget for these studios is crazy.
Challenging and beautiful.
That looked like, what was I'm trying to see that one little section right there.
Beautiful.
That, look at that. So the Kensington trackpad had some sort of like outboard mixing console, like an audio, like a analog mixing console. That's
We've
wild.
come to this amazing place where we have made an album, and specifically this single.
So this album is actually the first
Oh, look
album
at that paneling out there to keep that kind of like
we wrote and
room sound.
produced on our own.
The time off was like what we needed. For us, we got to take a lot of time to perfect what we do and make this album the best it can be.
Wow, did you see that sheet music that it looked like they were having recorded?
Seeing it finally done now, it feels so amazing.
We went into just complete darkness on social media and from the world. We were just like hidden. So it was a weird like life transition to all of a sudden be out of the spotlight
Yeah, this background music's pretty wild, actually.
for a second.
It's actually pretty good.
The last 9 months, in a few words, I would say were hell, amazing, long, and worth.
Okay, we're only 4 minutes in, but I want to comment on the production of this. Listen to even just the little cues, like when they're transitioning the different like scenes, you could see like these swells, and it's pretty wild.
I would say were hell, amazing,
Listen.
long, and worth it.
We're finally all playing instruments together as a real band.
Once we signed with Atlantic, they put us in with some of like the best writers, and we were able to pick their brains and get into sessions with them and see how, you know, what to do, what not to do, what we liked, what we
Oh, did you see it? Look at this.
them, and see how, you know.
Okay, so that's a Pro Tools keyboard. So for people that use Pro Tools, they also make them for Logic, which is what I use. But they create these keyboards where you can actually have the shortcuts. Oh, can you see? Yeah, you can see it. They have the shortcuts of all the commands on the on there. This also looks like over here. This looks like some sort of outboard like SSL kind of rack that he put inside of a box, which is pretty wild.
What to do, what not to do, what we liked, what we didn't like, and I feel like we've really honed that craft on tour. Like Daniel and I would just get together.
That mic
almost
they
every
use it is
single
pretty
night
wild.
and make songs.
Like, I think, if I'm correct, it's like a $10,000
We
microphone.
have over 100 songs that we've made, and just getting better every single night and
100 songs?
make songs. We probably have over 100 songs that we've made, and just
That's a lot.
getting better and better and better and better until the point where we've come to make this album.
Capital, dude, look at that gear, man. That board alone is probably worth 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand. That is a dream of mine. That is so wild.
Most people work with a lot of writers and a lot of producers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I knew I wanted to, you know, just have me and the guys do this on our own.
Videography's pretty sick on this too.
First song I ever wrote is called Liar, and I wrote
Looks
it
like CV Studios right there.
about my ex-girlfriend at the time.
I want to sleep at night, but I can't because I'm thinking of you.
Just being in a band and like doing harmonies, you hear so many more things sonically in your head, and it helps you so much when it comes to making music.
It's true, man. Their harmonies are tight. And I said this in every single one of their videos. Their harmonies are really, really, really good.
So my writing process, I like to start with melodies first. Personally, kind of will just play something on a guitar or something, and then I'll kind of just hum some melody to it. And then if I really like the melody, I'll record it on my phone. Kind of get all the melodies ready in the entire.
Dude, I'm curious to know how, from being an artist myself, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of voice memos of just ideas and like notes in my phone, and I'd be curious to see like all the creatives out there, all the big ones. Why don't we, you know, like Harry Styles, you know, all these huge artists. I'd love to see their voice memos and just see what they have, the stuff that was never released. It's probably some crazy stuff.
And then I'll write to that.
It started with Daniel playing this. He was making this beat.
It sounded really cool. Yeah, I think he might have actually started it while we were at the studio.
And at first, I remember sitting there and I was like, okay,
That microphone is crazy.
I don't know what this could be. Like, where is he trying to take this? Jack showed up to the studio, brought some White Claws, the file name.
Dude, they like their White Claws because they mentioned it a lot in their behind the scenes videos.
The
It's really
song,
funny.
actually, it's called the Mango White Claw beat.
I was on the way to the studio. When I say it was like freaky, the whole song like dropped into my head. Like usually with songs, for me at least, I gotta really think what's the best melody, blah, 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 and that's like what I like to do. I put my voice memo on and just recorded the whole melody pass through, like almost verbatim through the whole song, ran into the studio.
See, that's the crazy thing about songwriting is sometimes it takes months and months and months to write songs, and sometimes it happens immediately and you just do it and it just comes out and it's perfect like the first take. And that's the weird thing about songwriting that you just never understand. I don't think anybody will ever understand it. It's like sometimes you're just like, why can this song not come along? For example, the song I'm working on, Good Thing. If you guys have seen that live stream, we just did one earlier, we did one yesterday, and I'll probably do another one mixing later. If you want to join that, that'd be cool. But that song I started writing like mid-March, like right the week of the pandemic hit. Like I started writing that song, and I just kind of left it on the shelf for months and months and months because it just wasn't going anywhere. But then other songs I'll make in like 3 days. Like if you saw my Christmas song, Christmas in Quarantine, or Don't Be a Karen, or even my 10-year anniversary song with my wife called 10 Years. All those songs each were written like in like 2 or 3 days each. But it's so funny how sometimes like some take forever and some take some.
Made like
quick.
a little loop of the beat, and went to the guys and was like, yo, we need to like write this right now. So we wrote it in like an hour or two.
Daniel, Corbin, and I just went in this room for like 45 minutes.
45 minutes, maybe an hour, and when we wrote the last lyric and finished it, we were like, oh shit, like this is a record.
We're super excited to be playing Fallin live for you guys.
Dude, the quality of this stuff is pretty wild. Do you hear the vocoder in there? That's crazy, man. Let's see, do we have anything else in here? Oh, I guess that's some of the backgrounds, the music maybe, but that's wild. So what we're gonna do, I see a lot of the requests in here to do the Fallin live, or what do they just load us in live? So I'm definitely gonna, or what is it, slow down live or load us in live? Is slow down? All right, we could definitely do that live. Here's what we'll do. We'll spend another 10-15 minutes doing the 3 different episodes of this. Actually, you guys can decide. Would you guys rather in the chat, you decide, would you rather in the chat end this live stream now and start a new one? I want to start a new one because I wanted to have a separate name. We can either finish all 3 episodes right now, then start a new live stream and do Slow Down Live, or just do the first episode and then do the rest of the episodes a later day and then do Slow Down Live. What would you prefer? What do you think? All right, we're going to do all 3, and then we're going to go to the rest. So we'll just keep this one live stream, and then we're going to go to the rest. Here's episode 2, because I think there's only 3, so we'll do the 3.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, now bundled.
Mute that ad. All right, and then after, we'll start a new live stream, and then we will go into that one, because honestly, I don't want to get copyright claimed for doing the. I don't want to mix them. So if one's gonna get copyright claimed, I'd rather be a separate one. But this is pretty sick. So again, like, oh, look at that, look at this, look. Can you guys see this? Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me move this. Let me hide this screen. Main screen. Let me hide this. Look at this. Look at the matching. We got the matching Kensington track pads. You see that? Look at that. That's wild. That's really funny. All right, let's get started. I'll go back and finish the first one on my own, because I don't want to get a copyright claim.
Man, today was a crazy day.
I've been waiting years for a moment like this.
After being dark for so long, it's so good to come back and feel all that love again.
Literally within the first hour of it being out, it went #1 on iTunes.
I don't even really have too many words. It was just very explosive.
To be in this moment.
#1 on iTunes. That's crazy.
That we dreamed of and worked so hard to get towards is like surreal.
Just the reaction in general, everyone's just loving it, and it's a dream come true.
I mean, I gotta say, I this is one of the songs that, like, I actually hear it. I hear it at my gym. Like, I hear this place all the place.
Oh, baby, I can't feel the rush of adrenaline.
Recording during COVID is an interesting process.
We actually recorded Fallin at Daniel's house. He has this like little studio in the back of his
CV Studios. Hey, look, that's a lot of the live gear that they use. Like, you can see in actually a lot of their live performances, they have that Moog, they have that Nord stage.
House is difficult, but we got through it. It was something that we've never thought we'd have to go through, but we did it. We had to sanitize everything.
I just put Lysol wipes, mask, and all this stuff in the back of my studio, and people would just walk through. But before COVID,
I'm curious, do they show his studio? I thought that I saw in the 30 Days with Why Don't We his studio, but I guess that wasn't his studio. Somebody was saying it's somebody else's room. I thought that it was.
We were working at this other studio.
Most of the music on the album was actually recorded at this place called Sphere Studios.
Sweet surrender.
Production quality on these is crazy.
There was actually a period of time where 4 out of the 5 of us had COVID.
Whoa, they had COVID? That's wild, man. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. All right. I see all the comments. You guys are getting a little crazy in the comments about the fact that I missed the voice memo. I'll go back and listen to the voice memo at the end of this. No need to worry, guys.
It definitely hit me the worst. I was in bed for like a week and a half.
And only one of us would go in at a time, and you're masked up walking in, you're masked up walking out, and then Daniel would go in with like his hazmat suit, and he would spray down the whole place.
I wonder how they got COVID. That's crazy. And I wonder who didn't get COVID.
Like, wipe down all the surfaces we touched, whatever.
Me and the guys, like, we always know exactly where our voices are supposed to be on a song. It's literally like magic.
Oh, see, that's cool. I've asked that a lot about their harmonies.
Always know exactly where our voices are supposed to be on a song. It's literally like magic, because we'll just...
See, I thought that was CV Studios, but apparently it's not. People are saying that it's somebody else's studio.
Play a song through and we're like, okay, Zach goes there, Corbin goes there.
I mean, the past 4 years we've had to decide parts. Like, oh, is Corbin singing the pre? Am I singing the pre? Is Daniel singing the chorus? You know, it kind of just comes naturally at this point because we know each other so well.
See, that's pretty cool. You do something enough and you kind of just get used to it. You kind of know where you're gonna go.
But I never had this like feeling, like just deep in my like soul, basically.
Recording Fallin, there was a special feeling for sure. And like when I was actually singing the words, I could tell, like hearing it in my headphones, I was like, yeah, a lot of people are probably gonna hear this one.
It's crazy how sometimes you know and sometimes you don't know.
We worked with a really dope vocal producer, Kukurel, which I want to shout out. He's amazing. He recorded the vocals for Fallin for us. But he was at his house in LA because obviously quarantine and all. So he connected his computer to mine and actually was controlling my computer from
That's wild.
his house.
He was able to like record us right into the computer there from like a different state, which was wild.
That's crazy.
super blessed to, you know, be in this position, and like, man, I'm excited for the whole album.
All right, you guys were freaking out, so let me just go back.
Research shows that
Apparently
nostalgia
I
can
missed
help you
something, so let's see what we missed. Go to the end of this. All right, hold up, guys. Nice low pass filter going on. Dude, Daniel's got a crazy rasp to his voice. I really like the rasp in there. I wonder how long it took him to write the actual lyrics, though. That's pretty wild. That's pretty cool, man. Very cool. All right, let's go to the third. You got the third one? Here we go, episode 3. We'll wrap it up with this one. I really like that vocoder thing going on with the low pass filter. That's pretty wild.
So I remember we got a text that was like, we have the music video treatment, and I went to my email, opened up this little document, and it's from this director named Isaac Rentz, and I read through it, and there were pictures and kind of a storyboard, and it was just instantly like, yep, this is exactly what we need.
We wanted to
That's crazy. All the stuff that you just don't really realize goes into it.
really
It's crazy.
showcase us with instruments, with all the crazy lights and all the smoke in the waters. But I mean, we had a vision, and I think we did a great job at achieving it.
It's crazy to see the studio, like the studios that they go and record in. It's pretty wild.
Oh, you're making me give in. Oh, baby, I can't feel the rush of adrenaline.
So we rehearsed this song for a couple weeks. So the rehearsals were kind of just to get us really back in the feel of playing with live instruments again.
It felt good. It was nice to get in like every day for like a good 5-6 hours.
Well, I think that's crazy. Listen to how much they rehearse the song. That's crazy.
Just run it over and over again.
Like, there's been days where we've rehearsed for like 8 hours straight, for like 5 days straight, right in a row. But I mean, now we've been rehearsing for like 3-4 weeks now.
People don't realize how much work goes into this stuff, man. It's insane.
Drums were pretty new to me. I don't play drums
Insanity.
often, but I feel like someone had to do it on this song because the drums are some of, you know, the best parts of the song.
I live a sweet surrender. You are my muse.
My experience being basically levitated was
Dude, I remember seeing that video. That was crazy. The levitation thing was
quite
pretty
the
wild,
experience. I had to put this harness on me that was very tight, and I could barely breathe. It was really fun. It was kind of nice and relaxing when you're just sitting back, floating.
Just fall in love for
Dude, I wonder what the budget was for this, because there was some serious like scenes in there. It's pretty wild. Like a whole storyline going on. Like, where'd they even find that abandoned building?
My favorite scene in the film was probably when we did the kind of the Queen tribute. When I was working on the song with the guys, that was kind of the plan for that harmony. It was like, this sounds so much like Queen. We need to like
Oh, that's pretty wild.
give a
Actually.
tribute to them. So we really pushed for that in the video, that we would have a moment where it's like full Bohemian Rhapsody. So I
That's
love that
wild. Yo, that pitch down vocal is pretty
There was
wild.
one time where I splashed my heel on the ground and water flew back and went all over Daniel and all over his drum set. And then there were a couple times where I was just like stomping like crazy, and like Jack and Zach were next to me getting soaked.
I mean, it got my boots really wet, so it was kind of sad, but
Yeah, my boots got pretty screwed up. I just decided to wear the nicest boots that I have that day to the shoot.
I wonder how long it took them to record this, because there's a ton of different scenes and stuff.
This album is gonna be absolutely insane, and I know it's gonna bring us to some crazy places.
And we can just get back out there and perform this thing, because, man, this show is going to be crazy.
This album is the most honest and the most real music that we've ever made.
We are finally at the
Pumped for the
band
album.
that
A
we
week from
dreamed of
tomorrow.
being.
This is us. This is us more than ever.
This is our album.
This is high quality stuff, man. They really crushed it with these videos.
16 minutes stop the show. They hit me after a couple of...
16 minutes, stop the show.
Hey, 16 minutes stop the show.
Was different, obviously, because
These the It's funny.
Daniel, you're supposed to like be attractive for this.
That's funny. Cool, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Very cool stuff. Like I said, I saw that their new video went live, so I'm gonna go check that out. So if you guys wanna hit that subscribe button, if you have not hit the subscribe button, if you wanna check out my music, it'd mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys in a couple minutes. We're gonna start a new live stream with that new music video. God bless. Have a great Restituto day, and peace out.